Hi guys, Jeremy with thecustomgeek.com here, and I have an Uno Q with an LED matrix, and so we're going to play with this today. And it's just a simple example sketch of just putting the weather and an icon on this matrix. So let's go ahead and get this loaded up, and then we'll see how it does, which I know it's fine because I just tested it like a minute ago. So here we are in our App Lab here, and we see all these examples here, but you can't edit this. Like if you go in here, and you'll understand this when you get one of these, if you go to blinking LED, you can run this example here, or what you can do is copy and edit the app. And so we're going to go ahead. I need to edit my location, and so we're going to go to My Apps, and then we're going to go to Florida Weather Forecast on an LED matrix, and go in here. And then we have our files over here, and so this is where you get the two different things running at the same time, the two sides of the coin. We have our Python script here, which basically goes and fetches from the internet and says, okay, what's the actual forecast? And it has that and returns that information. And then it goes to the Arduino sketch, which is here, and it says, okay, using the bridge. This bridge is the key. This is the magic sauce that has information going between the MPU and the MCU. So, and then of course we're going to play the animation. And so, there's a boolean. So, okay, the bridge call, get the weather forecast, and what's the result? And so if, and there's a comparator here of sunny, cloudy, rainy, snowy, or foggy, it'll play the animation. These frames, we can go to weatherframes.h, and all it is the hex code of the graph. I'll put a link here where you can set. Arduino actually has a page where you can click the graph and it'll give you the output of these numbers so you can decode that magic. So you can draw basically with pixels and get numbers instead of, you can draw in with ones and zeros, but that's a little bit old school, I guess. I don't know, I'm old school, but it'll work in the same way. So let's go ahead and launch this guy. And then we go back over here to our Uno, our Q, and then I'm going to keep this thing just at that angle here so you can see it. I think that'll light up the best. This says to do all the things, and this is not necessarily going to the internet and getting stuff. It's stacking libraries and getting everything prepped for this script to run on Python and Arduino on the actual Arduino Q. It's like Arduino Inception. Kind of, not really. All right, it's downloading. It's ready to go. And so pretty soon, there it is. It's the sun shining. You see the animation for the sun, and those are those frames, just two frames of two different pictures of the sun with the rays, so it's rocking back and forth. So that's pretty much it. These are very cool boards. I'll do more cool things. Stay tuned, and you'll see more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. One thing I do want to mention is that when this is running, it's still running, and you can see, take my bent tweezers and point to this blue LED. That's just my Bluetooth stuff connected. That's the old mouse here. But the green is the wide area network, and so it's going on the internet and it's continuing to fetch the weather over and over again to keep that on top. So as the weather changes tonight, this will change. You can see there's the data, and it stops and says, okay, it's still sunny. It'll play the sun for a while, and then that'll keep going forever. As long as this is powered up and this is running, it'll keep displaying the current weather on this animation. So as it gets cloudy or dark, the icons will change. Thanks for watching.